Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Renegades and the Fireballs. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of the Winter 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyma to bring you this late season contest between the Renegades and the Fireballs. How you doing today, Stu?
Doing great, Andrew. Looking forward to a fantastic day of Battle Court action.
Yes, third and final regular season game day between these two teams who are both looking to play on into May and those playoffs. Let's take a look at the standings. Before we get into the game day, Fireballs up at the top with 8.5 points. A win today by the Fireballs would all but lock up the #1 seed. The Devils would still have a chance, but they would need to win about every match remaining through the end of the season. So, can't say that for sure, but a good chance for the Fireballs, maybe even a great chance with a win today. But the Renegades, most importantly, right now tied for third place. Chargers and Renegades holding on to those final playoff spots. A game day tie today or better for the Renegades, so either a tie or win, the Renegades will secure their spot in the playoffs. Now that the stage is set, let's begin with Division 1 doubles. Goixerri and Urbieta get things started here against Urrutia and Aratz. What a day to get the action started. What a match here. Top Division doubles begins it. Goixerri and Urbieta this year 7-2. Tied for the best record in this division. Urrutia and Aratz with a great start to the year, but they've struggling as of late. Urrutia and Aratz overall 5-4, but they have lost 3 in a row.
Goixerri serves. We begin. Urbieta from the 10 line. Backhand to the inside. Aratz is there. Urrutia from midcourt. On the left side, wall to wall. Urrutia forehand by Goixerri. Here's Aratz from the 11 line. Goixerri has it. Backhand. Low catch made by Aratz. Urrutia, that rebound off the back wall played by Urrutia, stays inside. Urbieta on the backhand, powerfully thrown. Aratz advances. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Goixerri, also from the 10. Goixerri on the catch. He winds up. Drop shot. Will score. 2 bounces ruled before the catch was made. First point of this match goes to Goixerri and Urbieta of the Renegades.
Well played first point to get things started, and a little more pressure here overall for the Renegades compared to the Fireballs. Fireballs already locked their spot up for the playoffs. Renegades, well, they need a win, and after tonight, this is their final game day of the year, so like to keep it within their own control, and a win or tie here would go a long way.
Here's a catch by Goixerri. Backhand. Powerfully thrown, and a beautiful catch by Aratz deep in the backcourt. Here's a backhand by Aratz. Goixerri, powerful backhand from midcourt. Aratz is there. Urrutia, foot on the wall. Backhand from the 9 line. This ball comes to the forehand of Goixerri. Cortada will score. 2 points for Goixerri and Urbieta. Goixerri has the serve. 2 players were there.
Well, again, I was going to say it's a well-placed ball by Goixerri, but not a great sign for the Fireballs. We haven't seen Urrutia and Aratz reaching for the same ball throughout the season. Their communication has been great. And this is a team, I mean, truthfully, they've been reeling the last couple game days, looking to get it back, and not a great start.
Low runner to the inside, scooped up by Urbieta. Aratz from the 12 line. Big backhand. Urrutia, that rebound off the back wall. Urrutia left side. Cut off in the air by Goixerri. Drop shot by Goixerri. Caught by Urrutia.
Oh.
Urrutia fires the costado to the outside. It scores. The Filo from Urrutia putting a point on the board here for the Fireballs. He has a serve.
This is just a bullet here. I mean, Goixerri throws the drop shot.
He got him the first time.
I mean, that's about
Not the
knee
second time.
level when
Yeah.
he gets there.
Powerful serve by Urrutia, comes in low. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Aratz will take this on the bounce. Forehand, played straight back. Urrutia forehand. This one caught by Urbieta in the backcourt. Goixerri on the left side, backhand, low and hard. Aratz moves up, backhand to the inside. Powerful backhand by Urrutia. Rebote to Goixerri. Urrutia cuts it off. Urbieta's there. Goixerri now from the 9 line. Powerful backhand to the corner, and Aratz is there. Great catch. Low runner to the inside, scooped up by Aratz. Goixerri at the 10 line, backhand. Rebote left side. This one caught by Urrutia. The 2-all attempt caught the pad. 3 points for Goixerri and Urbieta. The Renegades. Goixerri serves.
Well, Goixerri forces the opponent to play maybe a little more aggressively than they would like to. Urrutia, the 2-wall, just hasn't really been working out for him the last couple game days as well. He's been most success just hard to the inside and just pushed it a little bit wide, and now a 3-1 lead built early on by this Renegades team.
Aratz, low hard backhand caught by Goixerri. Goixerri goes wall to wall. Rebote left side, back to the inside at the sidewall. Urbieta picks it up on the bounce. Aratz takes that in the air, deep in the backcourt. Goixerri on the catch. Big bounce, brought down by Aratz. Rebote to Goixerri. Light touch. Floater picked up by Urrutia. Urrutia hard to the inside. Urbieta makes a save. Urrutia attacks, firing it outside, but firing it out of play. That's a 4th point for Goixerri and Urbieta of the Renegades. Goixerri serves.
You see, he just wanted it so badly. He threw it about as hard as he could, but he was, I mean, pretty close to the middle of the court when he caught that. And usually when the players they throw these filos, they're more to the inside. I mean, he throws that.
And he has the whole inside.
Yeah, I mean, that's 8-10 feet wide.
He had the whole inside open. Urbieta was still in the backcourt. Fault, underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Aratz, good catch and a hard backhand. Urbieta off the wall. Rebote forehand, back to the inside. Goixerri picks that up on the bounce. Rifles this backhand. It's caught by Aratz. Goixerri, straight to the backcourt. Aratz is there again. Backhand from the 12 line. Rebote, left side. What a catch by Aratz at the 13 line. Tough play. Urrutia from the 9, hard throw. Urrutia, Rebote to the inside. Beautiful catch by Aratz. A difficult catch in the corner. Urrutia coming up the middle. Backhand by Urbieta. That forehand, Urrutia takes off. Escapa hits the overhead screen. 2 points for Urrutia and Aratz. Goixerri and Urbieta with 4. Urrutia serves for the Fireballs.
And maybe that'll be the break that the Fireballs needed to get back in this match. Urrutia sent way up high by Goixerri. Certainly looked like it escaped. But a long rally finally going their way. Should give them a little bit of confidence here.
Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Scoop by Aratz. Back at the 12 line. Urrutia left side. Pick up by Goixerri. Goixerri back to the inside. Urrutia switches from the left to the right. Fires this one straight back, and Urbieta makes the catch.
Oh,
what
man.
A scoop by Aratz. That was beautiful. Urrutia played low, off the side wall. Aratz is there. Goixerri again from the 8. Powerful, powerful backhand. Urrutia dropping. Goixerri makes a save. Oh, that ball is crossing the side wall and scores. 5 points for Goixerri and Urbieta. This is possible set point. That was a tough one.
Yeah, it's one of those you're watching at home. You're saying that's moving so slow. How does he not make that catch? Well, it's floating. It's above his head, and he's attacking this ball. Those are, you know, we say you never attack a floater, and look at how quickly he's coming up on this ball. It's high. It's on the wall, too. Don't forget about that. He's been great at making those tough catches early in the year, Stu, but that one just not to be.
Goixerri calling for the Urrutia. It's a 2-all. Stopped on the forehand of Urrutia. Carom by split placement by Urrutia. Hit the pad. Point and set for Goixerri and Urbieta. So the first set going the way of Goixerri and Urbieta. 6-2. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out, play our second set.
Yeah, on a day where you need to win a match, I mean, you can't send out a much better team than Goixerri and Urbieta here. You got Goixerri, who's been fantastic. Urbieta, who's just been a black hole in the backcourt. I mean, he just sucks everything up back there and doesn't give much.
And you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our first of 6 scheduled matches on the game day today between the Renegades and the Fireballs.
Yes, a split singles and doubles day, 3 singles and 3 doubles. Beginning here with this top doubles match. Then we have Ben against Ron in singles up next. Then Goixerri and Aratz go up against each other again, battle of the brothers. And then Goinaga will take on Lalu. After that, we'll move back over to doubles. 2 matches to close out the game day. Joseph and Flores will take on Jed and Cabrera. Joseph will be subbing for Stan.
See Stan there, right there in the player's cage, out with an ankle injury.
And then Goinaga and Urbieta will play Urrutia and Ron. So those are the 6 matches in order tonight, beginning here with top doubles. Goixerri and Urbieta winning that first set over Urrutia and Aratz. Urbieta picked up this season in the draft. Urbieta was a 3 in his entire Battle Court career prior to this season. He moved up to Division II, and singles hasn't quite gone the way you would expect, but Urbieta is he's not a singles guy. He's a doubles player, one of the best at that. Combined record of 7-2 here with Goixerri, and then in that team with Urbieta, only 2 losses as well. 7-2 there, so combined 14-4. Not all too bad in his first season and moving up a rank. On this game day today, Goixerri and Goinaga playing a combined 4 times. When Goixerri and Goinaga have played 4 or more times, the Renegades' record 4 wins, 2 losses, and 3 ties. When they've played 3 times or less combined, the Renegades have 0 wins, 2 losses, and 3 ties. So fortunately for the Renegades, this is a day where they are playing 4 times, Goixerri twice, Goinaga twice, and they got the first set here to see how set 2 begins.
Urrutia serves. It's picked by Goixerri, and the split placement will score. Perfectly executed by Goixerri. Goixerri and Urbieta are on the board first here in the second set for the Renegades. Goixerri serves.
You see, once Goixerri picks the serve, Urrutia commits hard to the outside, but he has to do that because he knows that Goixerri can cut the two-wall open at about the two line. What makes Goixerri so difficult to play against is he has so many shots, and we said it, you're just never comfortable, and you never know what's coming next.
Goixerri from the 8 line, backhand, thrown powerfully. What a catch by Aratz, deep in the backcourt. Urbieta advances, takes it in the air. Aratz goes deep into the corner, out to the rebote, fired from the forehand of Goixerri. Rebote left side, high and inside, big bounce, brought down by Urbieta. That's a tough catch. Here's the backhand by Urbieta, caught by Urrutia. This one's on the forehand of Goixerri. Catch by Aratz. Aratz hard and low to the inside. Rebote left side by Urrutia. Once again, Urbieta. Rebote for Goixerri at the side wall. Big bounce. Big bounce brought down by Aratz at the 13. Aratz with a good read. Low runner. Will score. 1-1. Urrutia serves for the Fireballs.
Yeah, Urbieta took 1 or 2 steps forward, and then he kind of got caught in no man's land on the throw by Aratz. Left himself a more difficult scoop than if he just would have stayed where he was. See here, he commits, and then tries to back up, and just kind of caught between 2 catches. 1-1, the ball's tie it.
Rebote left side by Urrutia. Aratz takes it low, backhand. Rebote left side. Good catch by Goixerri. Backhand, caught by Aratz. What a difficult catch. That ball is tipped in the backcourt. 2 points for Goixerri and Urbieta. Goixerri serves.
Well, again, late contact with the sidewalls. The difference there, I mean, just
behind the 12 line.
Piece.
Absolutely. Setting up just really difficult catch for Aratz.
Yeah, that's like a catch kind of on the wall where they had it in the basket, but he never controlled it. That's why you saw it fall out late.
Aratz, hard to the inside. Rebote for Goixerri. Rebote left side. Caught in the air by Goixerri. Costello 2-all stopped by Urrutia. Urrutia with a light touch will score. 2-2. Urrutia serves for the Fireballs. So as you were saying before, Urrutia had been just like blasting away with his shots. That one took a little bit off of it. Crossed the side wall, stayed inside, went off the tip of Urbieta's cesta.
And Urrutia is there on the net, defending those 2 walls. It's the second time he stopped Goixerri there. The splitter scored easily for the Renegades, and the other shots have worked out. So let's see if Goixerri adjusts now.
What a tough catch by Aratz, made beautifully at the 13 line. Another one. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall to the left side of Urrutia, scooped up by Goixerri. Placement to the inside, stopped and returned by Aratz. Urrutia makes the save, big bounce, caught by Urbieta. Urrutia attacks, has it in the air. Drop shot, scores on the second bounce. 3 points for Urrutia and Aratz of the Fireballs. Urrutia serves. That one just hugged the wall the whole way.
Well, it's a great shot because it's really smart. You're not giving away a point if you miss the execution. Worst case scenario, I mean, Goixerri just gets to it and flicks a backhand in play, or Urbieta the same. Again, the shots haven't really been the two walls, the filos, outside placements have been working, but the inside placement still scores. It's all worth the same.
Urrutia left side, up the middle. Goixerri moves back to make the play. Aratz from the 11 line, backhand. Goixerri takes it in the air, backhand from the 9. Urrutia left side, hard throw to the inside. Urrutia by Goixerri. Big bounce brought down by Aratz, tough catch. Goixerri's there, backhand from the 9. Urrutia left side, little clip. Aratz adjusts, makes a fine catch. Passes Goixerri, Urbieta's there. Urrutia forehand. Low runner blasted by Urbieta. Aratz with another fine catch. Urrutia's coming up the middle. What a tough catch by Aratz. Goixerri low and hard. Urrutia calls for the play, puts it inside. Good effort to try to make that save. That ball died coming off the back wall. We're all tied up, 3-3. Goixerri serves for the Renegades. Normally one that Aratz would have gone after, but Urrutia had the better play on the rebote. It just duffed off the back wall.
Well, it really did die. I mean, you see him lunging back to try to save that rebote. I mean, got enough power, but a lot of times it's the height. Just can't clear the overhead screen.
Excellent catch by Aratz, the backhand to the 13 line. Oh my, what a catch by Aratz. That's just beautiful. Again, Aratz at the back wall. Backhand to the left side of Goixerri. Urbieta, backhand from the 12. To the backcourt, Aratz is there. Difficult catch at the back wall by Aratz. Goixerri from the 9 line, backhand. Low and hard and caught by Urrutia. Urrutia. Urrutia forehand, thrown powerfully by Urrutia. Urrutia aggressively firing this one inside, and a beautiful catch by Urbieta. Urrutia for Goixerri. To the inside for the big bounce, and Aratz makes the stop. Urrutia changes things up, and Urbieta gets there. Blasts it. What a catch by Aratz down low. Urrutia left side, high and inside. Big bounce, Urrutia for Goixerri. It's a 2-all. Stopped by Urrutia. Urrutia powerfully from the forehand, and Urbieta comes up with the ball.
Crazy catch.
Urbieta again, backhand. Urrutia forehand, gives a kick. Dropping and scoring. Well played point by both teams. Urrutia and Aratz with 4 points and the serve. My oh my.
No, surprising miss. Goixerri had that rebote all lined up, but it did kind of die off the back wall.
Dropping down, coming from higher on the back wall, but that catch by Urbieta, it spun him around.
Let's see if we get another look. And this is going to be it here. Low and hard. Look at this. Crosses the wall. Yeah, it did.
My
break the wrist, control it, and get it off in time. Beautifully done. But a 4-3 lead for the Fireballs.
Aratz from the 12 line to the inside. Urbieta's there. Urrutia, hard to the inside. Goixerri takes it in the air. Low hard backhand. Stopped by Urrutia. Drop shot. Caught before the second bounce, slipped into no man's land, and Urbieta makes the save. Here's Aratz. Great catch by Goixerri. That ball was juggled.
Oh, boy.
That's a point for Goixerri and Urbieta. 4-4 is the score. Goixerri has the serve.
Well, you see here, when you're worried about the Costado 2-wall, just the outside in general, you don't even have to throw a perfect drop shot to score here.
Right.
I mean, that one was still bouncing by about the 7 line, but these back quarters are so deep because of the power. The inside is wide open, really, for both sides.
Low hard serve by Goixerri is stopped by Aratz in the backcourt. Urrutia winding up. Powerful Costado caught in the air by Urbieta. Urrutia, backhand from the 8. Urrutia by Urrutia to the inside, and Urbieta way up high. Urbieta from the 12 line. Aratz is there. Great catch. Urrutia forehand powerfully thrown and caught over the head of Urbieta. Aratz advances, backhand from the 10. Urrutia saved by Urrutia. Catch by Urbieta. He lays it up. Good read. And return by Aratz. Here's the backhand. Catch by Goixerri. Urrutia on the rebote. Hard to the inside. Great catch. Urrutia again from the Costado. Drop shot. Goixerri gets there. Tremendous catch by Goixerri. Rebote left side. Caught by Goixerri. Here's the backhand. Rebote kicking out.
Oh, he's not there.
Tremendous point play. That is a 5th point for Urrutia and Aratz of the Fireballs. Possible set point.
I can imagine Goixerri was a little gassed by the end of this point, maybe why he wasn't there to save this rebote. Look at Urrutia. He goes high to the inside, so he forces Urbieta to make a decision. Is he going to step up? Is he going to try to scoop it? Or is he going to let it come out? He chose the latter, and Goixerri out of position. He was outside.
Urbieta goes for most of those as well.
And given how aggressive Goixerri is typically, that one's surprising. I just feel like he ran out of gas. I mean, that's the only explanation.
Rebote kicks to the inside. Urbieta makes the catch. Backhand by Aratz. Rebote again. Goixerri cuts it off at the 9 line. Powerful backhand follows. Rebote at the side wall. Will not be played. Point and set for Urrutia and Aratz, taking the second set 6-4. 2 minutes go up onto the board. We have split sets. Begin our third and final set in just 2 minutes. My, oh my.
So how about that response? Urrutia and Aratz down in the second set, too. They battled their way to a tie, and then 6-4, they win it. Take a look at some of those replays. Hard to the inside here. Look at the catch by Aratz. Look at this low runner. Urbieta steps up, and you see he's just trying to back up as that ball's approaching. Such a difficult play. Goixerri pumps it inside here. Late contact with the side wall. Just tripped up Aratz.
One of Aratz's few misses.
And Urrutia here with the drop shot, but even so, I mean, you know, that one Goixerri didn't get to it.
It had contact with his Esta.
Yeah. But even the second drop shot, maybe this is the one by Urrutia. Now he's going to go hard inside here, and look at that scoop. Like a pop-up catch. Like in baseball, you see those pop-up slides. Urbieta, that was clean. I think Carballo did something similar to that a few years ago. I remember he coined that term. Inside placement here, and this is the one. I mean, Urbieta's not stepping up. He sees Goixerri, but usually Goixerri's moving back to the inside by the time that ball's off the back wall. Not to be that time, and the Fireballs extend this match into a third and decisive set. So Goixerri and Urbieta have only lost 2 times this year, both matches against Inaki and Manua, the Cyclones. And they lost both game days. So it's really a good indicator. You know, if Goixerri and Urbieta don't win, I know we're only in match number 1, but Goixerri is, I mean, he's been the leader of this team. Goinaga not too far behind. Urbieta's been a great pickup, but they're really a 2-3-headed monster here, and if they can knock off one of them, Fireballs have a good chance to win the game day. But we'll see what happens here in set number 3. It's a big set.
We're ready to begin our third and final set of our first match. First team to reach 6 points will win it. Goixerri has the serve for the Renegades. Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Trying to keep it away from Urrutia and drop it in front of Aratz. There's a backhand by Aratz. Robote for Goixerri. Urrutia, what a grab at the 7. Backhand caught by Urbieta. Robote left side. Goixerri cuts it off at the 6. Fires it outside. That is stopped by Urrutia. Urrutia blasting it back and juggling ruled on Urbieta. First point of the decisive third set goes for Urrutia and Aratz of the Fireballs.
Another shot attempt that's scooped up easily and caught by Urrutia there on the outside. That's been at least the last 3 shots, maybe 4 shots to the outside. He's caught all of them. I mean, they're really leaving the inside of the court open, not allowing Goixerri to beat them with his shot making, and it's really changed here in the last 2/3 of this match.
Urrutia coming out and getting his cesta reinforced, again with that strapping tape. You see that area of the cesta takes quite a beating when you're playing against, well, a number of players, but especially against Goixerri.
Yeah. At this level, at this speed, he seems to be good with just one piece.
Here's a catch by Urbieta. Aratz to the forehand of Goixerri. Urrutia, great catch at the 8 line. Powerful backhand follows. Robote, right up the middle. Caught by Aratz. Goixerri gets into position to make the catch. Urrutia is there. Hard to the inside from the costado. Stopped by Urbieta. Urrutia again. Rotate forehand, powerfully thrown, and beautifully caught by Urbieta. Robote, big bounce.
Oh,
what a catch by Urrutia, my goodness. Robote for Goixerri, midcourt, hard throw. Aratz takes it on the bounce. Goixerri picks this up on the bounce.
Oh, my.
Ball tipped. 1-1. Goixerri serves for the Renegades. Aratz called him off, I believe, just as he had his cesta extended to make the catch, letting him know that he was there. But Urrutia's been playing really aggressive in the front.
Oh, look, those floaters are a good counter to an aggressive player. Goixerri scored on it in the first set. It's a little closer to the wall, but still tough one to handle.
Urbieta on the catch. Here's the backhand. What a catch by Aratz. Goixerri has it on the backhand. Powerful backhand. Urrutia coming out. Urrutia left side, high, but caught by Goixerri. That one came fast and scores. 2 points for Goixerri. And Urbieta of the Renegades.
Well, instead of trying to beat Urrutia to the net, he just threw it right at him and forced him to make this adjustment from his left to his right at the last moment. You see there, thought it was going to be left. It kicked to the right side, and by the time he makes the change, the ball's by him. Just under.
Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Going for that low ace where it crosses the side wall and the backcourt just can't touch it. But flirting with that 4 line.
Yeah. Just catching a little piece. Oh,
Urrutia picks the serve. Drop shot.
Goixerri. Oh,
Goixerri got there. And the split placement scores. Beautifully done by Goixerri. 3 points for Goixerri and Urbieta. Goixerri has the serve.
Well, Goixerri tracking down a Tejada is one of the fastest humans on earth. I mean, the jump too is incredible, and I think it's really more the read than the reaction. I mean, you got to be quick. Everybody knows that, but you have to also get a great head start, which he did. Right when Urrutia turned his head to throw the shot, it was a full sprint to the front corner, and he got there.
Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Oh my, and it's well under.
Double fault. 2 points for Urrutia and Aratz. Urrutia serves for the Fireballs.
And I think a direct result of what happened on the previous point. I mean, the second serve floated right to Urrutia. He cut it off. I just can't believe he would give it that far under. Because even the last time he picked it, Renegade still won the point.
Goixerri has had a few double faults throughout the season. Hard serve, caught. Urrutia left side, high and inside, caught on the forehand. Long cortada will score for Urbieta. What a shot. 4 points for Goixerri and Urbieta. The Renegades, Goixerri serves. That's the second backcourt cortada.
I mean, anything close to the side wall, the Fireballs have really been struggling with today. And those are two of the best catchers on the roster. But what a throw. A gutsy shot, too.
Aratz on the backhand. Aratz again, this time from the 11 line. Urrutia for Goixerri. Urrutia again for Goixerri. Aratz advances, take that in the air, big backhand. Urbieta's there. Urrutia forehand, Goixerri has this low on the left side. Powerful backhand follows. That's such a difficult catch made by Aratz. Aratz again, backhand from the 12. Goixerri has it, backhand, low and hard. Scooped up by Aratz at the 13. Aratz on the catch, backhand from the 10 line. Urbieta's there. What a catch by Urrutia. This one takes off for Urrutia at the 4 line. Outside placement is stopped, but not held onto by Urrutia. That is 5 points for Goixerri and Urbieta. Possible match point.
Well, once again, Goixerri throwing it at him as opposed to trying to beat him with a shot.
Well, and also feeding Goixerri the Urrutia on the fly like that.
Yeah.
Anywhere, we've discussed this so many times, anywhere in front of the 5 line is just lethal.
Right to him, but just so hard. Can't make that catch.
Urrutia picks the serve. The 2-all stopped by Goixerri. Carambola by Goixerri will score for the win. Point set and a hard-fought match for Goixerri and Urbieta, taking it 6-2 in the third set.
Yeah, last time these two teams matched up, Goixerri and Urbieta won it in the third set. This time, a couple less points, 6-2 in the third set. They get it done. First win of the day up on the board for the Renegades. We'll move over to singles next with actually 3 singles matches in a row. First, Ben against Ron. That's coming up in just 2 minutes. Take a look at this replay, though, before we depart. Last sequence here. Urrutia picks it. 2-all here, and when Goixerri makes the catch, oh boy, duck, splits him up, don't have to, and that ends the match. 6-2 in the third set. The Renegades take it. First point of the game day, going the way of the Renegades. Goixerri and Urbieta have now completed their full double season with a record of 8-2. We're going to hear from that Renegades team. Again, pressure, everything on the line there, and they deliver once again. Goixerri and Urbieta, after their win. Here they are. Congratulations, guys. A well-played match going into a third set, but it felt like the momentum shifted, Urbieta, when you decided to go with that cortada from deep in the backcourt. It was tied in the third set. What did you see to throw that shot?
I see that Urrutia was a little bit in the outside, so I see a kind of bigger space because Aratz was covering the back wall, so I tried to throw. Not so risky because I didn't want to hit the pad, but I threw it and it was a good shot.
Well, perfect execution. You guys got a much-needed win. Congratulations and good luck the rest of the game day.
Thank you.